Crypto predictions for the week of January 11th to January 16th. Starting off with Solana, we're going to look at the market structure on the week. Alright, we're going to skip to the day. Okay, we're bearish on, if you want, you could consider this a daily breaker structure. We're bullish on the week. I'll just mark this as take profit. Switched up. I'm going to mark out some liquidity on the day. Let's take a look at the hour here. Alright, I'm going to do this quick. If I had to guess on Solana, we're at a weird point. So we're at a point where it's either going to, this is kind of like a make it or break it point. You can see right here just by the wicks. Price is clearly rejecting off this area. So we're either going to do what we did last time. We're either going to come up a little bit, sweep some more liquidity, and then just continue going down like we did right here. Look, wick, 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 down. Wick, 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 down. Wick, 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 down. Or we're going to push through it. Now, I hope we push through it because I hold a decent bit of Solana, but I have no idea. I'll show you what I have planned for tonight, what I mapped out for Solana. But if I had to guess on Solana, I don't know. The market structure is pretty dull right now on higher time frames for the hour. For the week and the day. I think we're going to see an extension kind of week. Hopefully, it's not just another consolidation kind of week like this. Hopefully, we see something like extension up or an extension down into like a zone like this, or just push through all of this. I'd be careful if we do push through this because we do have a lot of zones above us. And this is kind of consolidation right here, so the market structures aren't going to be as valid as if it was something like where it broke this, because that's just a clean market structure right there. So if we break above that, that's a pretty valid change of structure. But I'll show you what I have marked out for tonight in Solana. So look at that. Solana's already taken out this liquidity right here. I had marked this out earlier today, but Solana, unlike gold and stuff, doesn't close. And we came right into this zone. So I have this zone marked out right here because it's our last 15 minute bullish break of structure. So price went like this, down, up. Now it came back down, and then I just make a box where the 15 minute and the 5 minute meet. So if you look right here, this is our 15 minute break of structure, and it's also our 5 minute right around here too. So I just make a zone. So for me personally, I'm looking for a sweep, ideally like a sweep right here. This will probably happen before Asian session, but I'm looking for a sweep down, change of structure, and then I am taking longs, at least up to here. I'm not neglecting sells, I'm just looking for longs. But we'll go back to our overall chart. All right, let's look at XRP. XRP is, on the week, is bearish. And look at this candle right here. We shot right back up, but it is just a wick. Terrible. That is terrible. So we are probably going down this week with XRP. Although it's misleading, because if you look on the day, we do have this, like, I guess, change of structure right here. It could reject off this zone right here, but I'm not too confident just because the week is so bearish. But we could see this extension higher. That would be ideal. I'd love to see that. As an XRP holder, I'd love to see that. But realistically, we're looking at something more like this. Just because look how bearish the week is. This candle right here does not scream bullish momentum. Look at that. Everything that it pushed for last week came right back down. So the sellers are right here. We know where the sellers are. They're hiding from us, but we've located them. Yeah, this is a pretty simple one. We're consolidating. Only thing I'm looking for is this. Break, then I'm trading down. Break, then we're going down. We're going up. Those are the two trades I'm looking for right now on XRP for the hour. I honestly don't trade XRP, but if I was looking for whatever one it breaks first, now it could do this, but I'm waiting for a break of structure on the hour and then a smaller time frame shift of structure bearish, like maybe the 5 or the 15 minute, and then if it goes down, I'm looking for a 5 or 15 minute bullish change of structure, and then I'm going long. But if you look underneath us, there's liquidity sitting right here. This is a good zone. We'll probably see some sort of rejection off this zone right here, but this is a pretty open and shut case. Because the day and the week are just contradicting. Day looks bullish, weeks looks extremely bearish. Alright, let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum is the most bullish one that I'm looking at right now. We'll look at the week. Up, down, up, down. And we're already kind of rejecting. Like if we marked out just the wicks right here, We call this our zone, and this is actually a pretty well-respected zone in the past. Look, price retraced into this zone, came back up, even wick, came down wick. So we'll probably, it looks pretty bullish to me. We look at the day. The day we're just consolidating, but we're stuck in between this zone right here. We'll probably come down and then go back up, although we are in this zone right here. Oh yeah, I'm looking for price to take out some serious liquidity here. We got a lot of liquidity above us, and we got a lot of liquidity underneath us. I think we'll go down just because usually when you see, like, look right here, you see how it kind of like ladders up a little bit? I think it's something you could climb up on. We see these wick. You've seen that, and then we're starting to see these wicks, but I think we'll come take out a little more liquidity and then push up. Because remember, higher time frame is key. The higher time frame is very, very bullish. Like if you look at the market structure, we have our zone right here. If we were trading market structure, it'd be like this. We go to the day, rejection. I think we'll come down a little bit and then we'll look to go up. But it's very cautious. They're all going to move in the same direction, kind of. It's actually a very bullish week last week for crypto. Like if we look back at XRP, we went up quite a bit. Same with Solana. Like it's a pretty bullish week. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is contradicting because we have our area here and an area here that we're both rejecting off of. So we are bearish on the week. We're consolidating, same as Ethereum. So we're probably, realistically, I could see this happen. If we see a big jump up, don't get misled. We're probably coming into this zone. There's a good chance that we just reject and keep going down. In no way, shape, or form have I seen major bullish market structure changes on any of these cryptocurrencies right now. Like this is, although we had a great bullish week last week, this is no indication that this downtrend is over. Like Bitcoin has to come up so high for us even to be in a bullish market to be bullish, and we're just consolidating right here too. Like I can mark out these zones right here for the past week, like months. Look, week. Each one of these candles is a week. We've just been stuck in between this zone. So you can get stuck when you're looking on the hour, like about these big bullish moves like this. Like it can look pretty bullish, but it's really just consolidating. So I'm not looking for any big moves on any cryptocurrency right now. Solana, Bitcoin, XRP, ETH. Like I'm waiting for a breakout first on Bitcoin and Ethereum especially, where they have these beautiful consolidation zones. Now we are at key points where it makes sense why price is consolidating. Like prices came into here and now it's starting to consolidate because there's a lot of selling momentum, but we're at a key buying point. So this is like a battle, but I haven't seen anything to make a definitive decision on which way we're going.